Hello! Hello, everyone. Welcome. Nothing went wrong at the start of the stream. This was not my fault, for the record. I lowered my desk. It was up because I was standing. I lowered my desk. That's all I did. And there was a little jolt before it went down. Computer goes off. Wait. We got Linkin Park news? For real? For real? For real? A new song? Emily Armstrong? Excuse me? From Bed Dead Sarah. Wait, is it real they put out a new song? Doesn't look like it. Emptiness the Machine. Or Emptiness. No, The Emptiness Machine. We're doing a quick listen before the episode. Prediction. Commercial by 5:13. Oh, when's she gonna start singing? I can feel it building. Ooh. They got a little bit of grunge to them. It's like the heaviest Linkin Park has been had been in a while. Sick nasty even. Okay, I thought my video was glitching. That's part of the video. Listening to the new Linkin Park song. Ooh, okay. I'm in. I liked her vocals. I like that they weren't trying to recreate Chester. It has its own feel, but it also still felt Linkin Park to me. Okay, let me get the and the episode's on.
Fans are calling it the curse of Ainsley. On premiere night, 10 people voted not to allow Ainsley into the game.
The Curse of Ainsley. Word, thank you, the 21st. I can't believe the call out there. Prediction happened. Secret Lucas, thank you for the 43rd. The the announcer never fails to amuse me. But her friend Leah wanted her to stay. There's just so much emphasis. And she wanted to save the mom. He fits her, thank you for gifting. Allie with 3 months in advance. I appreciate that confidence. Thank you. He was not forced. The idle animations get me every time. So yes, they're doing the Michael comp for the AI arena tonight. And honestly, I'm surprised considering the malfunction. I assume they've done some reworking. All right. It's actually on now. Well, his belt broke. You can tell who they want to be evicted because they opened the episode saying, "Is Chemo gonna survive the curse?" They want him out because he's the most boring of the three, I think. Mr. Freeze, thank you for the 35th. Smiley, thank you for the 12th. And Up, thank you for the 15th. Appreciate that. New Yorker, thank you for the 7th. It would be funny if he put Quinn on the block, but what a terrible move it would be. I don't believe he will. Davo, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. Yeah, I don't like it when people call other people kid. Chris, thank you for the 5th. Indra, thank you for the 11th. I mean, especially if they're not that much younger than you. Especially if they're the same age as you. That is even worse. And then especially if they're older than you. All of these things happen. Controlling for the 16th. I'm a big enough person to admit when I'm wrong is a really interesting way to phrase that. There's so much vindication for Angela so constantly. Not even mad. Katie, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. Meh, thank you for the 28th. Ooh, that was a close one. Mirror, thank you for the 7th. No commercial by 513. Okay. Next prediction. Um Do we see Cam's jump onto the HOH bed? Specifically, Cam jumping onto the HOH bed to cuddle with MJ. In the next segment, do we see it? Laura, thank you for the 33rd. Obviously, we're going to get Cuddlegate. I just want to see the specific moment. Lori, thank you for the 40th. I actually have not had a chance to watch Asia's interview yet. But I was thinking about doing it on stream. But I wasn't sure. We're back. I hope that's enough for Melissa. Oh yeah, yeah. That you're definitely. This is not. Yeah, you did that on purpose, Joseph, for sure. You wouldn't cry normally. Kepco with 6 months in advance. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that confidence. Okay, that was a Frankenbite. That was a obvious Frankenbite there. Oh, here we go. Here's Cam and MJ. Special friendship. Show me the special friendship, please. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Was I wrong about the jump? Super weird, right? No, I also felt like that music was familiar. We did see Cam jump onto the bed. Interesting that they're taking the angle, and it's not entirely wrong, but they're definitely taking a hard angle of like T-Core's using the Cam situation to manipulate Chelsea into doing her bidding. Which again, I'm not saying is wrong. There's definitely an element of that there, and it maybe is the primary motivation. But there is a strategic reason for her to want to do it too. Like I do actually think it's better for Chelsea. Next, Kellis. Next. Who wins the AI arena? Who do you think, Kellis? Is it Joseph, Chemo, or Rubina? You have 2 minutes. Oh, I covered our faces, Kelly. Okay, I'm covering you up. Hold on. Could you imagine Joseph through? Yeah, I didn't want to win the AI arena and put a bigger target on myself. Dr. Will never won an AI arena, so I don't know if I should. So, by the way, the interesting result here is Chemo winning. Oh. Here, come here. If Chemo wins, Joseph is on the block against Rubina. Now, Chelsea has been pushing for Rubina to stay and Joseph to go in that spot. Um, However, today on the feeds, Leah pushed back and believes that she has convinced Chelsea to flip back and keep Joseph. The question is, has she really? Where does Chelsea actually stand? If she and MJ want, they can make whatever they want to have happen. Basically, Leah was talking to Angela and Chelsea joined. And with Angela there, she was able to kind of talk Chelsea down a little bit, I think. Which is basically exactly, I think, what I mentioned this morning. Like, if you get Angela on board, it's a harder sell for... Oh, I turned the volume back on. It scared him. It's okay. All right. Let's get things started. How did the prediction go? 50% say Rubina. The other 50 are split between Joseph and Chemo. Miss, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. This is the one Michael broke. Yep. Where's the belt connection? Sarge, thank you for the 35th. All right. Covering the chat. Here we go. Chemo already in last. Rubina in the lead. And of course, we have to cut away from viewing all three of them. Rubina still in the lead right now. I mean, this is Rubina's to lose unless she screws up, which she just did. But I think it's going to require a bigger screw up than that. I can't tell who's in the lead anymore because they keep cutting away to individuals. Looks like Chemo and Rubina, similar spot. She's ahead, though. She's ahead again. Joseph looks tangled up. Joseph looks way out. It's going to be Chemo or Rubina. If I'm Chemo, I'm just going to test because Rubina's basically done. Nope, she tested and it wasn't right. He's catching up now. They're dead even again. But she's still ahead. He's moving quicker. But they're pretty close. He's very slow. He's very slow with his rope management. Again, this is still Rubina's to lose. She just, yeah, as soon as she gets that, she's done. Joseph is still way out of it. We don't need to look at him. And she's not done. Wow, I would have assumed that was it. Chemo's way behind still, though. He has no hustle. I think this is just straightforward. Chemo's out. Chemo's voted out here. Yep. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little sad. I wanted to see what would happen with the vote. But I think we all kind of knew what was happening there. Chemo was closer than I thought he'd be. Rubina wins the AI arena. It's my first draft loss. Here's the thing. My draft team was built around 2 comp beasts and a hopeful strategic player. And so far, Cam and MJ, they pulled through on being comp beasts. Chemo, unfortunately, did not pull through on being strategic. Not that he wasn't strategic, but he definitely was not the player I wanted him to be. He very much just got outplayed by Rubina this week. I mean, she just worked harder. All right, let's go for vote count. We have 7 votes. Is it 7-0 Chemo? Is it 6-1 Chemo? Is it 5-2 Chemo? 4-3 Chemo? 3-4 Joseph? 2-5 Joseph? 1-6 Joseph? Or 0-7 Joseph? The name of the person is the person voted out. There's the prediction. Yeah, I actually think that there was a small chance Chemo could have stolen that win if he had had some more hustle. Because Rubina screwed up at least once and had to backtrack. And she also ran out twice and failed. And that wasted time, I think, could have been enough for Chemo to win if he had had more hustle to him. I don't think he had enough rope to finish. I could be wrong. I think that's why he was walking at the end, because he knew he didn't have enough rope. Because he'd already seen Rubina run with that amount of rope, and it wasn't enough. Yeah, I heard that Joseph claimed he would have beaten Tucker at that competition. I did not catch that when it happened. If anybody has like actual confirmation that he said that, or maybe a clip, I would love to see it, because that would be very funny to talk about. I mean, here's the thing. I think that Chelsea should vote out Joseph here still over Chemo. I think that's the play. But I don't think she will. I don't think they haven't planned to. Okay, I say that she shouldn't at this point. She'd be blindsiding a lot of people. But if she had been able to do some prep for it, like swinging MJ over, maybe even swinging Cam over, I think she could have gotten Angela. Angela was really, really not wanting to vote out Chemo and still might not. Okay, it's not a clip, but there's an update post. Joseph tells Quinn he wants Tucker around as a target, but only for so long. He tells Quinn he could beat Tucker in the comp that Michael from BB24 lost, the one where we have to untie the rope. All right, we're back. Nerve, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. I did it. Please don't tell me they're going to leave us out of the room again. Okay. Why are you all going into the room? This is so awkward. It's not even the bigger room. Angela has been so torn and devastated that they want to vote Chemo out. She really doesn't want to. Like, really, all it would take is Chelsea and Angela, Chelsea and MJ. But there's just a lot of momentum to overcome here at this point. Okay, I wasn't crazy. MJ was definitely glancing over at Chelsea. Mackenzie vibes. Oh boy. Oh boy. MJ votes Joseph. I don't know if that was a signal from Chelsea or if that was a. I guess Cam will let us know. Chemo. That's last minute right there. Now the question is, was it a last minute Chelsea signal or was it a last minute sympathy vote? Because if Angela also casts a last minute sympathy vote, we could all of a sudden see a vote flip. Oh man, all of a sudden this just got interesting. We have never seen an accidental sympathy vote flip. Ever. We have had situations where people have pretended it was an accidental sympathy vote slip, but it was not. Big Jake, thank you for the 12th. Okay. So obviously Rubina and T-Core. Well, I say obviously, but oh my God, what if they? Because here's the thing: T-Core and Rubina will no. They said they wanted to give the vote to Chemo regardless. But man, Rubina talked to Joseph today. There's a not completely zero chance that Rubina, thinking the votes aren't there, votes Chemo out. Like there's actually a chance that happens. Aside from that, the other two votes here that they could get if they can get T-Core and Rubina, obviously Chelsea. Is Chelsea in on this? Is Chelsea also going to vote with MJ and flip this vote? If not, the other vote is Angela. Can they get an Angela last minute sympathy flip also? Because Angela really does not want to vote Chemo out. There is a chance that neither of those things happen. Matcha, thank you for the 19th. This is genuinely like this commercial matters. Like what they are doing right now while the commercial is happening matters to this vote. Is MJ signaling that she voted this way? Did Chelsea signal to MJ? Again, I noticed this before she went into vote, while Chemo was doing his speech, MJ was doing this. And when we cut to the wide, the person in that direction was Chelsea. Sugar, thank you for the 34th. She was like wiping tears. I might not, I can't see myself when I do it. what I was trying to mime is that she was very clearly glancing over at Chelsea in a way that was like, I need to see what you're doing. All right, some of you are back. I'm covering the chat. All right, well, we're at 1-1. I'm not back yet. Okay, I'm back. T-Core and Leah are probably the most locked votes here. Here's Leah. There's a chemo vote. What's also interesting is that if Chemo's speech had influenced MJ, the pause here could also matter as emotions come back down and you start thinking about it more clearly. Joseph, we're 2-2. Here's Rubina. Oh boy. Now this has happened before. Somebody accidentally screwing their ally over. Joseph. She went with it. 3 votes, Joseph. They need 1 more. They need Angela or Chelsea. Here's Angela. Oh boy. Looked like Rubina was asking. She looks sad. She did have the numbers. Wow. And it all comes down to Chelsea. Joseph! Oh, wow. I have to assume she signaled MJ, and that's why MJ went. That came out of nowhere. No shit, Quinn! Angela. Quinn, here's the thought, just a brief thought. Don't put people up if you don't want them to go. That's a blow. That's a blow for Leah. Okay, the coughing, please. What was in the AI arena? Wait, why is she actually explaining the comp? This is not the time. The curse of Ainsley has been broken. Do 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 do. Okay. Well. Wow. Okay. So, as I was saying, I do think that was the play for Chelsea. That said, I think the blindside angle of it definitely makes it riskier. You have to assume this splits the house to some degree, but Cam maybe jumps back over. Leah tries to jump back. I mean, they all just try to scapegoat Quinn. Quinn is the easy out here. You all just scapegoat Quinn. You all just throw Quinn under the bus. Everybody target Quinn next week. That is the plan for everyone in the house. I guarantee it. Unless they win, in which case they can maybe do something else. But yeah, somebody's draft team turns out still intact. My strategic king, Chemo! Oh, boy. Okay, big result for the 3-4 Joseph vote count. And we're back. Angela voting, saying, I'm sorry we don't have the votes, and then it goes the other way. Yeah. No. Who do you think voted to keep you? I think Cam voted to keep me. No, Cam voted to keep you. Okay, they got really messed up on who was voting who out at that point. Listen, guys. He did answer the question with his answer, just not in the way he intended. Some of the goodbye messages. The on a regular season? Okay, Mr. Dr. Will. Maybe he meant regular season like season 2 when everyone was on the jury. I'm seeing a lot of what's in the chat. I'm just gonna. To jump. No more AI arena. Which is awful timing for Quinn. He really could have used an extra comp to keep himself safe next week. Wow, what an end shot to the episode. Whew. Man. I have to know what happened. King gifting 5 subs.
Wow, a 5.
Thank you so much, King, for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you for that generosity. So obviously we mentioned this possibility, right? That Chelsea, if you're gonna keep Rubina over Joseph, you might as well keep Chemo over Joseph. But there has been so little talk of it that it really felt like it would be too late to get those wheels turning. And by the end of today on the feeds, it seemed like it was going in the opposite direction. That Chelsea was starting to give ground to vote out Rubina over Joseph. Tito, thank you for gifting. So somewhere between the feeds cutting, Unleashed, thank you, welcome to the Robot Army, and the eviction, something happened. It could have been while the feeds were out. It could have been in that moment. It could have been flipped from the speech. We will, again, I wish I had the ability to clip like the video. If somebody can get it or watch it later, I'm telling you, during Chemo's speech, Mackenzie was meaningfully glancing over at Chelsea like Chelsea was giving her some kind of signal. Listen, thank you for the 3rd. So it is definitely possible. Now, that could have just been a confirmation that they were doing what they said they were going to do previously. Or it could mean nothing. Or it could mean literally in that moment they changed their minds. I don't think we'll know until the feeds come back and we hear from them. Lisa, thank you for the 3rd month. I am on the recap tonight, yes. It is, yes, that is also a possibility, actually. It is possible that MJ was not getting a signal from Chelsea, but in fact trying to signal Chelsea. And during the commercial break, let Chelsea know she voted that way. And that they had the opportunity to flip. Because it did seem like she was torn in the diary room when she was casting the vote. So it did seem like it was kind of a last minute thing. Ursa, thank you for the 14th. I mean, man, if she told Cam, I feel like Cam would have voted with them. Because Cam just wanted to be on the right side. But I don't know. He might not have thought the votes were there. It might have just been too last minute. Unfortunately for Quinn, I don't see a path to the end for him unless he's winning every HOH he plays in from now on, which means more shenanigans. But quite honestly, I think that this is Quinn's week. I think it's going to be tough for Quinn to survive this week. I think a lot of people will be looking to specifically backdoor him, and no AI arena to protect him as well. So we'll see. I'm not going to be able to click the links, but if you like mention me on Twitter or whatever, I'll be able to see it. It just Twitter works so weird. Anyway, wow. Okay, Chemo's speech. T-Core. Yeah, so MJ. She's definitely looking at something that Chelsea's doing. Because it doesn't look like she's necessarily it looks like she glances over, sees Chelsea doing something, and then glances over again, notice like oh wait, you're trying to show me something. I mean it's possible she's looking in the mirror, but she's looking down, not up. The mirror is up. And Chelsea is down because she's taller than Chelsea. All right, I gotta run though to make it to the podcast. Thank you for hanging out here tonight. This was a while. This was quite the ride here. Steven, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Robot Army. HOH prediction, we can run that. I do have to run though. Who wins HOH? Is it Angela? Is it Chelsea? Is it MJ? Cam? Rubina? T-Core? Chemo, who is still in the game. And Leah. Those are the options. I can't promise that I will be that I will remember to choose the result, but there you go. All right. Thanks again for hanging out. I'm going to be on the podcast very soon, and I will see all of you there.